How would you like to sell your business for world-class prices and walk away wealthy? You've invested 10, 20, 30, even 40 years of your life building your business. Probably paid some dear sacrifices along the way. You've made a great income and have been living a great life. But what about the day that you'll exit your business? Will you be ready? How will it turn out for you? And will all of your hard work pay off for you and your family? Hi, I'm Brian Tully, and I bring a lot to the table. For the past several years, I've been a merger and acquisition intermediary. I've got a proven track record of helping buyers and sellers with successful transactions. In addition, I've had a successful corporate career with MCI and AT&T. And as a business owner, I've started and sold 5 different businesses. So I know what you're going through when it comes time to building and selling a business. We all know who these people are. These are the sharks from ABC's Shark Tank. What if Mark Cuban called you today and said he's interested in purchasing your company? What will you say? What materials will you provide him? How will you show him that your company would be a great purchase for him? Now I realize Mark Cuban calling you out of the blue, cold calling you, is fairly unrealistic. But close your eyes and think about this. A perfect buyer calls you. How would you engage in that conversation? What materials would you provide them? And are you prepared and in control of that conversation, or are you just kind of along for the ride? Begin with the end in mind. The late great Stephen Covey, in one of his Habits of Highly Successful People, states, to begin with the end in mind means to start with a clear understanding of your destination. It means to know where you are going so that you will better understand where you are now, so the steps you take are always in the right direction. Just very, very solid advice from Stephen Covey. I've made it my mission to help business owners increase the value, prepare, and sell their businesses for world-class prices so they can have peace of mind and ready to walk away wealthy. To me, it's just a tremendous honor to be chosen to sell somebody's life's work to somebody that has worked for several years or even decades, and then they choose you to help them with one of the largest transactions of their life. I always consider that just a tremendous honor. Here is a summary of 2 recent conversations I've recently had with business owners. We'll call the first one Freedom Inc. How they describe their business, turnkey operation, 7-figure income, systems and processes, state-of-the-art technology, and a general manager that runs the day-to-day operations and many areas of the businesses, and also in interfaces with the customers, kind of the first point of contact. Their life description was awesome as well. They coached all of their children's sports. They described several vacations that they were on for pretty much all over the world, all the top destinations. And there's just a lot of laughter, a lot of just very, very happy people. And their attitude was, we do not have to sell, but would sell for the right price. They are transitioning into other areas. They do have another company that they've started. So just kind of hey, we don't have to, but for the right price we will. Now let's talk about a second conversation regarding a business. Stress to the Max Inc., I'll call it. This is how they describe their business. Sick of doing all the work, absolutely tired of employees, working way too many hours, and no time off. And you could just hear the stress in their voice. The life description, the lady that was on the call, I have to get my hair colored more often. And she went on to say that really the only person getting rich here was her hairdresser, because she has to go see her all the time. And my husband really wants me to sell this business. I just want to sell the business. How fast can you sell it? So both of these businesses were founded right around 2001. Pretty much had the exact, same industry or very similar. They're both service businesses. And 15 years later, one can only see the bills and the stress, and the other one, pretty much, rolling in the dough, living a very good, comfortable lifestyle. So what the heck happened? I've been very fortunate in my life to spend time with John Maxwell. I'm actually part of the John Maxwell team, and I'm certified as a leadership speaker, teacher, and coach. And he has a great quote, and he really challenges people on, and many of you have probably read his books. He's really thought of as the top leadership guru in the world. Everything rises and falls on leadership. So he really challenges all of us that whatever outcomes that we have, we take responsibility and lead it. The world-class mindset, what I call the world-class mindset, is running your business like it is for sale. So you have everything in order. So basically, if Mark Cuban called you, if Warren Buffett called you, if anybody called you, one of the benefits would be you'd be able to engage in a very meaningful conversation and provide meaningful materials that would wildly impress them about your business. But in addition to that, running your business like everything is for sale forces you to have everything in order, excellence in everything that you do, and ready for that day. Think about if you were selling your car today. Would there be anything on the seats? You'd probably go get it detailed, having it looking good. So it just forces you into a level of excellence. Are you a business owner who wants to be prepared to one day sell your business or pass it down? Are you a business owner that wants to someday sell for a world-class price and walk away wealthy? Are you a business owner that would like to have peace of mind that you are preparing for that day when you will sell? And the peace of mind is huge. We all have a tremendous amount of stress in our life, and knowing that you're on that right track to prepare for that day, and that day is one of the most important days of your life. It's probably going to be one of the largest transactions you'll ever do. It is your legacy. It's something that you've worked for decades for. So being prepared and having everything in order well ahead of time will greatly increase the outcome of having tremendous success to reach your goals. Are you a service business owner that's looking to sell in the next 6 months to 4 years? Are you a service business owner that would like to sell right away? That maybe you're like stressed out ink, or maybe it's just time. Maybe there's an event in your life. Or are you a service business owner that would like to receive world-class offers and be prepared to walk away wealthy? And if yes, you're going to absolutely love what I'm going to share with you today. But first, let's go back a few steps. Service businesses have very specific value drivers, and preparation is the key. Preparation is the difference between having a successful sale or not, and the more successful you will be, you'll have more time to prepare, months or even years before you sell. And not being prepared is extremely stressful. Doing this on the fly, and maybe not even having the right team in place, it's just extremely stressful. So not being prepared can be extremely stressful. I know I keep hammering on that point, but I've been part of so many transactions where it's been so incredibly hard on the business owners and their families. It's stressful and will cost you hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars depending on the size of your business. Going through 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years of hard work and blowing the sale because you're not prepared just does not make any sense at all. Business owners looking to sell basically fall into two different categories. They're realistic and prepared, or they're unrealistic and unprepared. Which one do you want to be? The bottom line, if you're not prepared, it is expensive and it is stressful. And basically, you're flushing all of your hard-earned money down the toilet. No one says that selling your business is easy. There are a lot of different factors, financial, emotional, transitional, that must be considered. It helps to have someone who understands the entire process, someone with a proven track record of success, someone to make sure you have it all together well ahead of time. Everyone needs a coach that is committed to helping business owners sell their life's work, has had many life's events and experiences, someone that can really relate to you regarding those experiences, and has a mission to help business owners be ready to sell at any time. The other thing with a coach, I have several coaches in my life, and I'm always amazed at many times it's not anything that I don't know, but they push you, they give you the motivation and some of the help that, could I do it myself? Yes, I could do it myself, but will I? That's the main thing. And basically, sometimes in life, you just got to grind it out. And a coach is extremely helpful. What we're going to talk about next, the next big things ahead here, are the 9 stages of selling your business. I'm going to talk about the number one thing that buyers are looking for when they evaluate your business. I'm going to talk about the number one mistake service business owners in particular make that greatly reduces the value of what someone will pay for your business. And I'm going to talk about the 5 characteristics of a successful business sale. The 9 stages of selling a business. The first one is defining all potential options for exit strategies. There are many, many different ways, many ways that things can be structured or your business can be passed down. We will explore all of those areas, and it's important that a business owner understands all of the options available to them. Determine a valuation range for your business. Having a realistic expectation of what you will receive for your business is extremely important. There is no amount of negotiation. There's no amount of preparation that can make up for a big gap in what someone is willing to pay for your business and what your expectations are. And quite frankly, many deals are blown with that. Next, increase the value of your business. I have a playbook. I call it the Business Valuation Playbook that basically helps business owners work on the 10 different value drivers and improve them to make their business more sellable, increase the value, and in addition to that, it will really give you a peace of mind and also make it more enjoyable to own and operate your business while you still have it. Presentation materials and data collection. How you present your business or how somebody presents it for you is very important. You have to make the presentation materials very, very friendly and organized so that buyers can quickly go through it, understand exactly how you make money, understand the key points of your business, what sets you apart. So these materials are not the place to skimp at all. And again, you've put all this blood, sweat, and tears into owning your business. This needs to be done with excellence. Marketing strategy and buyer qualification. I find this all the time where many people will spend a lot of time and effort with unqualified buyers. A lot of times, people will call you, they talk about, hey, let's get together, I'm interested in buying your business. And, they string people along for years and basically just waiting for when the owner will, pretty much just roll over and sell it at a discount. Negotiation. This step is a very interesting step because you really have to have multiple people that you're talking to, and for obvious reasons. But in addition to that, you can't make people believe that you're just trying to run up the price by talking to a bunch of different people. So handling this is very strategic and must be done with excellence. Documentation. Typically the way the process works is when somebody's interested, they offer you a term sheet that just kind of shows you and outlines the terms and conditions of the sale. Then you enter into a non-binding LOI, which typically has a 30, 60, 120-day exclusivity period. So this period is really important because that's when they are looking at all of your documentation, and it's called the due diligence period. I prefer to coach my sellers on really giving up a lot of information in the front end well before the non-binding LOI, so that basically the due diligence period goes very smoothly and there are no surprises, and we can close the deal on time and done with a lot less stress. And then the purchase documents. Business transition. There's always a period of time where the business has to be transitioned over. Maybe the owner has to stay on, typically negotiated in the terms and conditions of the sale to make sure things go very, very well for the new owner. And finally, the fun part is post-ownership. Having a solid plan is, again, another one of those things. A lot of people will say, man, I can't wait to retire. I can't wait till my business is sold, whatever it is. And then it happens, and it kind of surprises them. So thinking through how much your life will change, what you're going to do with your time, and having that solid financial plan is a very important part in the whole process as well. To prepare a business to be sold successfully is very hard work. The 9 stages are detailed and will greatly reward a business owner if properly executed. I will guide you through each step of the process, but there are other factors that you need to understand. I told you I would tell you the number one thing buyers are looking for when they're evaluating your business. What they're looking for is predictable and sustainable revenue. Keep in mind that buyers will evaluate your past. They're going to look at all of your tax returns. They're going to look at all of your, invoices for a few months. They're going to look at how you operate your business, all those different things. But they're purchasing your future. They want to make sure that no matter what, the revenue stream and everything is intact. In my program, we will spend a tremendous amount of time on the hierarchy of revenue and making sure that all little tweaks or things that need to happen to have predictable and sustainable revenue are in place. 2 mistakes that business owners make that greatly reduce the value of what someone's willing to pay. The first one is there's not a way to efficiently transfer the revenue stream to the buyer, and there are not solid contracts in place. Keep in mind, with a service business, what are you selling? You're selling the service you're delivering. It's not like you're delivering a product. It's not like you're backing up a truck each week and dropping off materials or something that they're buying. So having this in place, and the contracts don't have to be, even that detailed, just a service level agreement that outlines the terms, that outlines when things are going to be delivered, all those different things. And I run into a lot of businesses that do not have this in place. Now, can we still get those sold if they don't? Yes, there's still people, but it does take work on the back end to be able to transfer it over. The 5 characteristics of a successful business transaction. The first one is, and you'll see most of these are really about people. They're about the what I would call the character level of the people you're working with. First one is seek win-win. And the successful transaction will be where both the buyers and sellers want it to work out well for each other. In addition to the buyers and sellers, there's employees, there's customers, there's suppliers, that everybody is really looking out for, everybody in the entire process. Trust is extremely important, just like in any business transaction. That is why how you disclose all of your information, how you provide it, the calls that you're on, making sure that everything is 100% truthful, that it's maybe not meant to sound better than it is, that you're just building trust along the way. Culture match. This is something that a lot of times people don't understand how important it is, but the successful transaction is really, 2 to 3 years, 4 or 5 years down the road when it works, meaning the employees, it worked out well for them, it worked out well for the clients, and it worked out well for both the seller and the buyer. So the culture can have a huge impact in this and how each company operates. Another characteristic is the buyer is committed to the seller's legacy. And again, this is a lot in the win-win, but it's really where the buyer really understands, and many times it might be somebody that has been through it before, but they really want to protect the buyer and what they've built. Many times they continue to honor the person that built the business. And the seller is committed to the buyer's long-term success. It's always a red flag to me when I'm talking to somebody that possibly might want to sell, and they kind of have the attitude of, well, as long as I get my money, I don't really care what they do with the company. You know, it's just not the right attitude to have when you're doing this. And you want to go into it where, again, everybody is in a win-win situation. So what does my system look like? First, we begin with the end in mind. So we plan your exit with your specific goals and desires. Then we prepare your business as if you're going on the market today. This is important because having that honest evaluation of where you are today, that will be our benchmark. After that, we look at the value drivers. We look at the business valuation playbook. We go through it of a service business. The goal is to make the necessary improvements to dramatically increase what someone's willing to pay for your business. How cool is that? I have an application process to qualify to work with me. Obviously, I'm very selective in who I work with. I'm only looking for business owners that are hungry to improve their business. I only want to work with owners that really, really, and truly want to walk away wealthy when they sell. I primarily work with two types of clients. First one are people who want to dramatically increase the value of their business and see great value and want the peace of mind in being prepared for that day when they sell their business. And two, people that want to sell their business right now. So who is this for? This is for you if you're a business owner interested in selling right away. If you are a business owner wanting to sell in the next 6 months to 4 years and who wants to walk away wealthy. If you are a business owner who's willing to have some skin in the game, understands the need to invest some money to take that business to the next level. So who's this not for? This is not for a startup or somebody that likes the idea of having a business. It really needs to be an existing operating business. It's not for you if you like to make excuses and complain. It's not for you if you believe in luck. And if hope is your number one strategy, this really isn't for you. This is going to be hard work, and it'll be rewarding work. Or if you aren't stuck in information gathering mode and not prepared to take action right away. So what if you're a few years out from selling? Is this for you? The answer to that is maybe. Working with me as a client is not cheap, but most of my clients make back way more than their investment and want to stick with me for the long term. Why? Because they get results. A good fit is critical. I like to get my clients big results. This is no way a quick fix. There are some people that I just absolutely cannot help. And I'll always be very, very upfront and 100% honest with you if it's not a good fit for you. You may be asking yourself, okay, Brian, what's the next step? The first step is that application. In that application, we'll evaluate that I can help you and I'm the best person to help you. We'll confirm that you are ready to step up, commit, and take massive action and do the work required to get results. And I'll just tell you, it's going to be some hard work to get the results. And thirdly, once I receive the application, you'll be able to schedule a call with me. The call is a personal strategy session. In this session, it'll be about 30 minutes. We'll be talking to each other, and I'll help you identify what you already have, help you put together a strategy to increase the value, prepare, and sell your business at a world-class price so you can walk away wealthy. So this call is really all about you, where you are today, where you want to go, and the plan to help you get there. So there's only one thing left to do, and that is basically to hit the blue box here, fill out the application, and see if you qualify. And I just hope you have a great day. I've enjoyed